everybody! So I had to set a timer because I've done this video like 3 times and I keep going over, so I really have to stop rambling. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about crystal energies and what to look for when you're feeling them and how I came to do it. I want to tell you, I couldn't always feel energies from crystals. Like when I would, read and they would tell me, hey, this is what you should look for, this is what you should feel, or I would watch a video and somebody would be like, oh my gosh, this tourmalated quartz has such an amazing energy from it. I'm like, it feels like a rock. I believe you, I understand that what you're saying, but it feels like a rock to me. And I would get really, really frustrated because I really wanted to work with them and I felt like I couldn't because I just couldn't feel anything from them. So I'm like, well, if I can't feel anything, they're not going to bring anything in my life, which is very wrong. But I'm just very stubborn, and if I can't get something right away, I stop, which is a really bad habit. But quick little story, since I really don't have the time to keep going on and on and on like I did in my last couple. Last year, we were down Christmas shopping for Kevin's family, and we came upon a little old guy, and he was selling crystals in the mall. He had agates and jewelry and all kinds of stuff, and he had this little amethyst pendant, which I carry around now, and Kevin bought it for me. It was $2. And I started carrying it, I started wearing it until I lost the chain because it went through the washer. So then I started putting it in my pocket and carrying it every day. And like I told you guys in my last couple videos, or last video or whatever, I'm an empath, so I can feel other people's emotions. And about a month after carrying that, I started noticing I was getting a lot more irritated. I would come home in a really bad mood from work. I would go see my family, and if they were upset, I would be upset. Like, everybody's emotions were just amplified, and I couldn't deal with it, and I had no idea why. Well, I figured out it was probably because I was carrying around amethyst, because amethyst is for lack of better terms, it's a psychic stone. It helps to boost your psychic abilities, it helps to connect you on a spiritual level. I mean, it's a pretty powerful stone. And it's always been my favorite. I've always been drawn to it. I don't know if it's the color or the properties or what it is, but it's always been my favorite. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this crystal is working, and it's just, I could pick it up and I still couldn't physically feel anything coming off of it, but nonetheless it was doing what it was supposed to do. That's not what I bought it for, but it was doing what its properties are. So we went back down to we found a metaphysical store, and we started looking around, and I got drawn to the crystals, and I instantly was drawn to tourmalated quartz. Now, I didn't know what it was at the time, I just knew I had to have it. I didn't know the name of it, I had never seen it before. It looked like glass with a bunch of little black things in it, but I knew I had to have it. Well, we left without any, because I'm like, why would I buy something that I don't know what it is? Well, I was agonizing over it for like 3 days. I mean, I was so mad at myself for not buying it. So my boyfriend actually ended up working in the area, and he bought me a couple. And once I got home, I started doing research on them and figured out that tourmalated quartz is really good if you carry it on you. The bad energy that's coming at you gets neutralized by the stone and sent back out. And I'm like, well, this is perfect. So that was that stone's way of letting me know, hey, you need me in your life. And stones will talk to you. They will tell you if you need them. They will find a way into your life. If you're actively trying to study, I wasn't really even actively studying crystals, but I started carrying one on me, and then another one was like, hey, guess what, you need me. So it found a way to me. Now, after I started carrying those couple, I also put a little citrine chip with them so I didn't have to cleanse them as often. But I mean, I started feeling better. Everything was still amplified, but I could handle it more. Wasn't as feeling so, I wasn't feeling so weighed down. Now, after I started carrying them around and I was studying psychic abilities and I was studying on crystals, and one day we went back to that metaphysical shop, I picked up a rose quartz and I got tingles. Like I could physically feel the crystal. I knew it was the crystal's energies. So after that I started feeling everything. You know, I would pick up stuff like, even to this day, tumbled stones I can't feel very well. Some of them I can, but the majority of them I can't. In order for me to feel them, they have to be rough. And I'm kind of hoping that that passes with time. But like I said, I'm just learning. So I started picking up every rough crystal that I could to see what I could feel. Now, this took place over a couple months. I mean, it was like 5 or 6 months before I could actually physically feel crystal energies. So if crystals are something that you guys want to, sorry, just checking my time. If crystals are something you guys want to work with, you really have to keep at it. You know, get an amethyst. Get a stone to carry with you every single day. And you know, start working with that stone. Or go to your local metaphysical shop. Or like, I live in Michigan, so we've got crystal gift shops up the wazoo all over the place. Or if you don't have that, go online and just scroll through the catalogs and find something that calls out to you, because it will. You don't have to look at what it does or what it's used for. If a color speaks to you, if its shape, if the fact that it's super sparkly, if something calls to you, get it. A lot of crystals aren't that expensive, and just start out with one and carry it on you every day. If you're not sure what to start with, grab an amethyst and carry it on you, since it's a psychic stone. And I really believe that that's why I started actually feeling stuff, because I was carrying that stone on me. Now, after I started feeling them, I don't need the amethyst anymore to feel stuff, but it's what got me going. And even, you know, I actually started feeling items, energies, before I could feel actual crystals. I know that they're working, but I couldn't feel them, if that makes any sense. I mean, I knew what amethyst and tourmaline and the citrine were doing, and I could feel that, but to actually physically pick up the stone and say, hey, I can feel its energies, I can feel tingles, I can feel an emotion, I can feel something physically coming from this stone, I couldn't do it. So just keep at it, keep working with them, keep, you know, keep trying. Don't give up, because I am somebody that easily gives up on that kind of stuff, and I'm really glad that I didn't this time. Now, each stone will have a specific way of talking to you. You know, it may just appear in your life because you need it. If you pick it up, you may get tingles. You may physically feel tingles in the palm of your hands or in your fingertips. You may get a warm, fuzzy feeling, like I just recently got fluorite in the mail, and I absolutely love it. It has this warm, calming, soothing feeling, and that's what it's actually supposed to do, but I felt that before I actually read that. You may get an emotion. You may feel happiness or calmness, or if you're stressed out, you may suddenly feel yourself becoming stress-free. So just really pay attention to what stones are making you feel, or what you may physically feel from them. And you really have, you know, you may feel them tomorrow. You may have to work at them for, you know, a couple weeks or a couple months or a year. But if it's something you really want to work with, if you really want stones in your life, then you really need to start working with them. Like I said, I couldn't always do it, and I semi-can now. And the more I work with them, there's my timer, the more I work with them, the more I can feel them. So I hope that this makes sense. I know I rambled a lot, but I just wanted to give you guys a little background on how I started feeling stones' energies. My next video I'm going to post is going to be it's going to be called Getting to Know Your Crystals, a 3-day challenge. And it's going to be step by step on how to actually work with a stone that you're getting. So I hope this helped you guys out a little bit. Sorry again for rambling. But I will see you guys soon. Blessed be, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Bye!